Hi guys, Richard here, and you know in my last video I said, I'm not going to be spending that much money. Something came on local on Gumtree. Yeah, so I emailed the person, said, I can collect after work, as you do. He was like, okay, I did the usual, got anything else? He said, yeah, I got something else. So I drove all the way down after work, and it was an old college mate, literally knocked on the door, and he came to the door, and I was thinking, nah, it's not. Opened the door, he burst out laughing, I burst out laughing. We sort of like, he's going, shh, the kid's asleep. He got like a 2-year-old. We couldn't went outside, I couldn't stop laughing for about 5 minutes. You know, I laughed quite loud, didn't it? Like, alright mate, how you doing? It was just good to have a chat for about 10 minutes. And yeah, and then we just opened his boot, had this stuff in there. It was just so funny. So funny, I'm still laughing like the next day. So I'm doing this video before work, I've literally got 8 minutes to do this in. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm happy with what I paid, I guess. Yeah, so let's just go with it. So I picked up an N64, the blue clear limited edition one. Covers all the cables and all that jazz. And Mario 64. So this was the original listing, and this was £60, which I was happy with. Well, happy. So that's the most original deal I sort of wanted. I need another version of this, just in case. Yeah, I've got one of the limited edition ones boxed, but I haven't got the one with sort of like Mario 64, sort of like a little sticker or a little picture on the front. So hopefully one day a box will come up. I'll be able to complete it, or I'll be able to trade this in and hopefully get, spend £50 or £60 trying to get the box version and all that jazz. So yeah, so well happy. And he said, yeah, obviously, got anything else? He messaged back saying he's got a NES console, and it was like 60 quid. So, I figured it was NES console, it was £60 with some, yeah, I think it was. I'm trying to think. He said he had a NES console, but I couldn't find it on the listing, because I always put games or games. So I just did NES, and then actually put in NES, and his listing actually came up. And it was just a NES on its own, and he messaged it saying, well, yeah, it's got some games with it. So I didn't know it was £60 with the games, or £60 on its own. So I took out 120 quid. Yeah, I obviously drove there. Obviously wanted more for the games. And then when he brought the games out, I'm thinking, I'm sure I've seen these before. And he said he did have them listed, about a month ago, for like £200 on Gumtree, and I'm thinking, I actually messaged him. I think I made a £100 offer, actually. About a month ago, but I didn't realise it was him. Yeah, so he came out with all these, so yeah. So there's a NES and 2 controllers, power lead and all that jazz. But it's a really good condition NES, and yeah, I'll be testing this, and then I'll be looking in my collection, because I think I've got one that's maybe a little bit yellow on top. So this one will go into there. Yeah, well happy. Absolutely well happy. Then he brought up some games. There's one game I sort of added, like sneakily, because there's some other games there, and that was Resident Evil on the GameCube. Yeah, I think this has come down in price. It used to be like a 10 quid game. I think it's come down in price to about £5, so £5 to £10. I know at conventions I could put £10 on it. If they say, yeah, will you take 7 or 8, I'll be able to sell it. That's one of those just always easy sellers that is. So I've already got it. I think discs are in good condition, but my one's already in, already sort of swapped out everything I can with it. So happy to get that. Little trade pile. Yeah, so the first NES game was Facts of whatever that pronounces. And you see it's boxed, really good condition. It's complete. So yeah, so this one is going in my collection definitely, and I did have a cart version, cart only version, so that goes in my trade pile. Another one was Tetris 2. I didn't have this in my collection either, so that's got, yeah. I think this is normally about £5 to £10 game. Yeah, happy, so that's going to go in the collection. I think that's a £10 game, that one. As I say, that's 15. I've already swapped up some of them already. So Joe Mac and K-Man Ninja, there was a box one there. I think it had a manual as well, or it didn't have a manual, but it's got a manual now. So yeah, I think I changed it last night. It was late last night, like half asleep. So I don't think it came with a manual, but I already had a manual which came with sort of like this one in a pickup ages ago. Yeah, so this is just my kart version. I think his kart was better condition. So yeah, so I literally just swapped it out of the collection. So that's another one to go for trade. Okay, Solstice. This is my version. He had a version that was just as good condition as that one, so maybe I should have got the original versions. And it had like a sticker mark here, so yeah, his was complete, my one's complete, but yeah, just good trade. I'm not sure how much this one goes for, I didn't really look on that one, but yeah, happy to get a better condition game. Another one, Super Mario Brothers. This was my version, and you can see the box ain't the best condition. He had a much better condition one of mine, so I swapped it out. His didn't have a manual, my one didn't have a manual, but I looked at my normal manual piles, so I got like a power of manuals, and yeah, there was a manual in there, so I just put that in there, sort of like completed the game. There's probably lots of Super Nintendo games I need to check, because I've got about 60 to 70 like manuals, so I need to double check which ones need manuals. So there'll definitely be another, I would say, 10 to 15 like Super Nintendo manuals just on their own, probably, that I've completed over the last 2 or 3 years, because I don't think I've really done a manual sort of update for a while for the Nintendo. I always do for PlayStation, PS2, Mega Drive, Master System, but yeah. I mean, there's, yeah, my Nintendo collection, I sort of haven't really put much like effort into it for a few years, really. Yeah, that's why you always see me collecting for PS1 and Mega Drive or Master System. Yeah, so that one's definitely to sell or trade on. Another one, okay condition, I guess. And that's Boulderous. Anyway, I didn't have this in my collection. This is the main game I really wanted. I think it's about 30 quid game. So yeah, we're happy. So that's 30, 40, say 45. Yeah, that's like 105. So I basically got this for 45, which is basically like retail, and some games to trade on. So when I think about it like that, I'm really happy, actually. I'm really happy. So yeah, so these might be like, you know, let's just say £5 each. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So no, it's probably about £40 worth of games there, actually. Yeah. 8, 16, 32. Yeah, say £40. So I paid basically £110 for this lot, because I'll be able to, in the long run, be able to get rid of them, trade them in, or cash them in. Yeah, so I'm really happy to get this. Yeah. Also got a NES, obviously I need to swap out and then bring out. So I bring out the old, probably a worse condition one. I'll be able to get rid of that for 45 quid. So which probably brings it down to about 70 quid I paid. so yeah, happy. Really happy, actually. It was good meeting up with an old friend as well. So someone I haven't spoken to in ages. And they all seem to have kids. So sort of said, yeah, he was all like, yo, who's this person for college? I think he's got kids. Who's that person for college? I think she's got kids by like 4 different dads. It's really funny. Absolutely hilarious. But it was really good meeting up with them. Yeah, I'm actually happy, actually. I didn't think, I went in last night thinking, But yeah, as long as I'll be able to swap it out, and I'm going to have obviously a NES. And yeah, so tomorrow I've got loads of stuff to take to CEX, loads of PlayStation 2s. I'm just going to get rid of them. There's about 10 doing nothing in a cupboard. I could put obviously on eBay, or I can't put them on Amazon because for some reason they won't let you like sell them on Amazon at the moment. Yeah, so I thought I'd just take them to CEX. It's just stuff I collected over the summer. They slowly like build up, don't they? And they're giving like £20 or £25 or £26 trading, depending whether it's slim or fat. And they're happy, you know, just to sell them on eBay, probably for around the same price after the postage, fees, and you'll get some idiot who'll be like, oh, it's broken, or they swap the consoles around, it's too much hassle, someone's going to go crazy. Take them down there. They always make out they're going to do like 3 at a time, but I'm like, mate, I'll hand him 3, you'll test the 3, and then like an hour later I'll come back and give you another 3, or when you tested them all. So you may as well just do them all, take 2 or 3 hours, you know, I'll go around the town, come back and they'll all be done, because it's quite a quiet CEX where I go to. So they do have time, it just, you know. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going to be picking up some vouchers. I'm planning to get around £200 voucher, actually. So yeah, so I don't know whether to sell the voucher on, or try and buy stuff. So there is some stuff on there I really want to buy, but as you know, you don't know if you're going to get 100%, you know? Don't know if you're going to get 100% what's actually in it. So there are a few box consoles that, you know, the stuff does come in it, but you know you're just going to get the console and the inlay rather than the extras actually in it. So let's see what happens. So cheers. Thanks for liking, thanks for sharing. Wait, my random pickup. I don't want to spend any more. There's sort of somebody tagged me in, like somebody who sent us some video games the other day, or about 2 days ago, and she sent me a massive list, and she had like, she had a list, she A to Z in it, and there's about 80 games, and I'm like, oh my god, and there's about 50 that I need, or I really want. I'm like, "Rrr." And she had like one column that had like the chill out price, obviously if they traded in the chill out games. I think I know who they are. I may have seen them 1 or 2 times, maybe at Play Expo once a year. I don't ever see them at any other like convention. Then she had another column saying eBay, but she went on to some random average eBay like site. I forgot what it's called. Let's have a look. Bidvoy.net, and it gives you the average price. So I don't know if that includes fees or without fees. So yeah, it does it for the last 6 months, I think. And it also has got a list of like when the actual item ends. So she's done the average ones of them, so you've got like 2 prices. And I said, you know, I happy, you know, match the chill out price. And she was like, oh, if I'm gonna match the chill out price, I may have to send her the chill out price because they pay for post. I'm like, well, I'll be willing to pay for post. You know, first class sign for, and you know, do it by PayPal, but goods and services, so it covers us both. Okay, and then probably I'll add an extra like 30 quid or 40 pounds for the fees, and then like a month, and then like so I'm thinking about, you know, it's about 950 quid. And so they come back saying, you know, there's loads of rare games here, la la la, and then, you know, we want like 1,500 quid. I'm like, what? Well, like 4 messages earlier, she was sort of like happy to do the chill price. I was like £1,000 all in, but she's like, no, we want 1,500 quid. So I'm like, okay then, it's more than the chill out price, which is fair enough. Yeah, some really good games in there. Quite a few signed stuff as well. A couple Final Fantasies signed by the director, I think, and the music composer as well. It's probably, to be honest, it's probably worth about 1,400 quid, but it's just taking the time and sell it on individual on eBay. But I'm like, oh, and that's sort of left it really. I said, you know, £1,000 is the best I could do. I haven't got the money, but I will get the money. But there's so many good games in there. If I was able to basically buy lots of sort of rarish PS2, PS1 games for like the trade price of CEX or like chill out games, basically. Yeah, give a couple of pence difference between them two. Yeah, would definitely be worth it in the long run because I want to get these games anyway, and I probably would save myself like 500 or 600 quid because of full retail. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, I'm praying she sort of comes down in price, but I haven't got any money. I've got to stop spending. So yeah, so that sort of like deal went pear-shaped, and then I saw this and thought, sod it, I'll get this. But yeah, happy, I've got to go. I've literally got 1 minute. 1 minute to put the uniform on and get out of here. Get the man chest out. Cheers guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, hopefully this deal comes through, maybe. So I may have to go halves with somebody, because it might be a bit more expensive, but it'll still be worth it for some individual games for my collection or for someone else. So Paul, I might be messaging you actually, so let's see what happens. Cheers.